Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. My name is Denise Hutchins and I'm broadcasting to you from Studio Mikarts. Our charity of the month is the Vegan Society. We've already met our 10-pound goal here on Twitch. You can always donate some more if you'd like to beat the goal. But I will also be making my separate donation based on unique viewers count at the end of the month. So please watch my stream and bring your friends for today and tomorrow, the last 2 days of the month. We actually only need 3 more unique viewers to get a new record high for this channel. So that would be awesome. It is, what is it? Thursday. It's Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday. It doesn't feel like it should be that late in the week. Anyway, that means it's time for illustration, and yesterday I finished my 3 months long project, the 2024 birthday Griffin illustration. I also, just now, that's why I was like 5 minutes late getting started here, I got it made into Patreon rewards and everything put out in the mailbox. Yay! So we're really like 100% ready to move on to the next project. As you can see, I have my Magical Creatures Encyclopedia here. Isn't it so nice? I love this book, but I don't use it very much. I'm so glad that I have a new project to use it for. I have been for several months now, an official volunteer, like, contract signed and everything for the Protego Foundation. And they asked me to start getting some artwork made. And I suggested a couple of things. One that got some interest was creating a sort of naturalist sketchbook of, like, mythical animals and mythical magical creatures, basically, magical creatures. And my idea is to go through each, so here we have A. At first I was like, I'll just do them all in a row. But I'm thinking maybe it would be more fun if I did A, next I did B, etc. So I'm just going to go through, who knows how long it'll take. I figure I'll at least try to do A through Z and create a sort of sketchbook style drawing for each of these creatures. So that's what we're going to start with today. Hello, Exie! How are you? Thank you for joining me right away again. I am indeed early. I'm early compared to last week. I love that dancing cat. It always makes me, I'm dancing just like it right now. It's like the wacky inflatable arms thing, but it's a cat. It's so cute. At least I think it's a cat. I don't know. It looks like a cat. Anyway, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me like right away. Yay! Alright, so I actually I only have one of my curtains open right now. I want to open the other one. The sun was too bright to open both of them earlier. But now it seems really dark in here because the sun has moved on more to the side of the house, so I could turn that on, get a little bit more light in here. Yay, that's better. Oh, wonderful. I'm always glad to hear that you're doing all right. You're welcome. I am good too. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Another wonderful day. I am enjoying this new schedule that I set up for myself. This is only day 2 of the longer live stream, but still like, I really like knowing that, okay, in the afternoon, I'm just doing this one thing all afternoon. Oh, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Isn't it so nice? I've had it forever. It's got a couple other entries in its sort of magical stuff series. And the nice thing for me is I really can use it as just a reference. Because although there are a few little drawings here and there, little illustrations, like this picture right here is the same for every letter. I actually like that because then I won't feel tempted to be too influenced by the art in here. I just don't want anyone to get the idea that I'm plagiarizing, basically. So this is actually wonderful because it's mostly text descriptions of all these different magical creatures from all over the world. I actually wanted a little sticky note, so I can put a sticky note on each one I've done. Do I have like a little... Hold on. I know I have just like a little pack of small sticky tabs. Gotta get it out of the closet. Oh, I can't decide. I've got these lovely colorful ones, or I have these adorable penguin ones. Oh, I can't decide. Penguin is a specific animal, so I'll use these just colorful ones. Look at this bright green. Matches the dragon on the front of the book. Oh, good. I'm glad that makes sense. So many times when I explain stuff like that, I'm like, I wonder if what I'm thinking actually comes through. Here's my little stick. This matches pretty well with this dragon on the front. So what I thought I'd do to help me remember which animal I'm working on, and also which animals I've done, just want to put a little sticky tab above it. That way, when I get to Z someday, I'll be like, oh, I already did this one, and then I'll put another one. That's my idea. Let's see. I want to put this bit of sticky notes somewhere accessible for next time. I guess right here works. There. Yeah, I made it up myself. I'm glad you noticed that. I decided to... So you know how in Fantastic Beasts and stuff it's called Magizoologist? I was like, well, I don't want to take a word that's directly used in another franchise or whatever. So I took the idea, like putting magia in the front, but I put naturalist, so it's a Maginaturalist. Although, to be honest, I just have a sort of general idea of what naturalist means. Naturalist definition. I'm going to see what it actually means. An expert in or student of natural history. A person who practices naturalism in art or literature. More definitions. A person who adopts philosophical naturalism. Okay. It's what I thought. Expert or student of natural history. That makes sense. Yay. So, that's a word I made up. I'm so glad you noticed it. Thank you for noticing. I didn't know what to title my stream. That's why I put the question marks. Because I gave myself so little time to prepare. Since I was doing that, I was like, come on. Oh, we can get the Patreon rewards done. Come on. So I spent those extra few minutes doing that instead. Let me read you what this creature is. I'm sure that a bunch of these I will never have heard of before. Because this encyclopedia is quite extensive. It covers all kinds of different cultures around the world. So let's see what this one is. I'll probably pronounce it wrong, so just give me a little leeway for that. It says A Bao A Qu. That Qu. Is it Qu or is it... Well, whatever. I'm going to call it A Bao A Qu. This strange creature originates on the Malay Peninsula. Described as having many tentacles and a soft, smooth skin, it waits for unwary pilgrims at the bottom of the Tower of Victory in Chittor. Pilgrims come to climb this tower, each level representing a further stage on the journey towards enlightenment. As the pilgrim climbs, the creature grows stronger, changing color and shape, drawing the life force from the unsuspecting victim. Supposedly, the creature will only attain a final form and be fully alive when a pilgrim reaches the top of the tower. To date, no one has been dedicated enough to do this. The A Bao A Qu is bound to the tower until such time as a truly enlightened seeker arrives and climbs to the top. Oh, I gave myself goosebumps. That's such a cool story. Woo! Oh, Xenobotanist. Oh, I remember. That feels so long ago. I do. I do remember. We each now have our own little titles that we gave ourselves as we're exploring the world of magical life. That's so fun. I love that. I forgot, but now that you say that, I do remember. Xenobotanist and Imaginaturalist. Yeah. I love it. We're creating our own magical job dictionary. What was I going to look? Oh, yeah. This says it's Malay. I actually don't. What language is spoken in Malaysia? Is it Malaysian? Oh, it's called Malay. So what I want to do is put this. I really like, it doesn't matter that much, but I really like to at least approximate the correct pronunciation if I can. So, I learned this trick from my art history professor, which is go into Google Translate, pick the language, so I want it from, no wait, it doesn't really matter. Pick the language you want. So, right now I have it on Japanese because that's what I use the most. But we're going to go find Malay. Hopefully it's in here. If it's not in here, I won't necessarily be able to do this. Please be in here. Here's Malay. And enter this. A Bao A Qu. No, I don't want it. No. Not Chinese. Don't tell me what language it is. Just pronounce it for me. Let me see if I can get it to read it out loud. A Bao A Qu. So it's E. If this is correct. No, this is Chinese. It went to Chinese again. No, stop putting it in Chinese. Put it in Malay. Why won't you do this for me? Hold on. I want to pronounce this correctly. I know what it is. I keep trying to click so that the keyboard goes away, but it keeps clicking Chinese because that's what it's suggesting to me. Okay, let's try this again.
A Bao A Qu.
Oh, it's the same. A Bao A Qu. Yes. Those are so cute. You always have the cutest emotes on here. So cute. A Bao A Qu. Let me see if there's a Wikipedia. Because now I don't trust Google Translate for this one. Oh, it does. So to keep my illustration job more simple, I am going to stick to just what it says in here. Because if I go down the rabbit hole, I will be reading all kinds of stuff about it for the whole stream. But what I would like to do is find... It doesn't look like it has. It has Japanese, which is A Bao A Qu, which is how I was pronouncing it. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. Wikipedia doesn't seem to have a Malay page for this. But maybe if I search for Malay, I can see what language is. Yes, Malay language. Oh, it's written with this kind of Arabic style script. I'm not an expert in that, but I think that means that I can switch it to the Malay page and see how it's pronounced. Ah, no, I don't want to edit the page. No, stop. Okay. Because there's this language option right here. But since I can't read it, I was like, I don't know which language that is. Click on that. Oh, I don't know. I can't read any of it. Maybe if I copy this. Copy this and put this into paste. Can you read it? It can't read it. It recognized that it's Malay, but nothing comes out of the voice. Oh well. A Bao A Qu. Does it have a history of what I searched? I'm going to try it one more time. I think the closest thing I'll guess will be what Google Translate says.
A Bao A Qu.
It's not quite A, it's like A. It's like in between an and an A. I'm trying one more thing. I'm just going to search how to pronounce. Cryptid Wiki. I just want a video. How to say bao? Oh well. There's not really a video that's easy to find. Okay. I did my due diligence, I think. Interesting. So what I'm going to do to start is actually write a note on there, so that I can sort of pronounce it. So A, I, U, E. O, A, I, U, E. I can't remember how to write E, because it's easier to pronounce. A, well, whatever, I use English. Alright, A, like A Bao A Qu. It's really important to me. I don't know why. I feel like it's respectful or something. To just try. Just try. So, I need my sketchbook now. Oh no! It's under this huge pile of stuff. Okay, I think I can lift this whole stack and just set it here. And I'll just put this in my other chair for now, I guess. Oh, here's my sketch kit. Boom! Oh, it's trying to run away. It's been so long since I've started a new project. It's been so long since I've worked in this sketchbook. So, the folks at the Protego Foundation did not give me any specific sort of format to illustrate to, or a product that they'd like to put out using the illustration. You know, something to guide me when it comes to what size it should be, what kind of things I need to keep in mind because it will be printed as X or Y or whatever. So I decided I will just do what I usually do and make it, well, do what I usually do. Okay, so the product that I make the most is postcards. So I am going to make it 4x6. That also allow me to make it smaller than usual and hopefully get more of these done faster. So I intend to do this project in between my bigger full color illustrations. So if I could do a little 4x6 sketch, or maybe a little bigger so that it can be scaled down or scaled up depending on the application. Like maybe they want to print it on a t-shirt, so you might want it a bit bigger. But that's the overall format, is like this shape. A rectangle, so that I have something to work in. It actually makes it easier, because if I just do like some little sketch one time and then the next animals takes up a whole page, kind of feels disjointed. And I'd like it to be a sketchbook. So it's meant to be a Maginaturalist sketchbook. So we're imagining that this sketchbook is a pocket sketchbook. So we'll say it's 4x6, so each one fills up about that space. Okay, but the first thing to do, it's not any sketching actually, but some brainstorming. Using this paragraph, I'm going to pull out some information that I'm seeing. So just use this pen. Oh, was that already out? I hope it's not dried. Okay. Alright, I like to write the date when I start something new. Maginaturalist. Maginaturalist sketchbook. And who knows, maybe I eventually publish this as a cool art book called Maginaturalist Sketchbook or something. Maginaturalist Sketchbook Volume 1 is A through Z. And this is called A Bao A Qu. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Well, if it ever comes out, I'll let you know. Look at me here, Chappy. I think Chappy just went on a little walk with my husband. Hopefully she went already. Otherwise, he's going to have to come in here. Get her. She's so confused. Aoife's laying in her bed. Normally, Chappy lays in the bed over here, and Aoife's over here, but for some reason, Aoife chose this one. And now Chappy was like, what the heck? You're in my bed. Well, she just laid down on the hard floor. Wait, I remember I could show you guys this kind of thing. Oh, there she is. There's Aoife. There's Chappy. Chappy, you're in my bed. Okay. It's weird to have this secondary camera when I'm not like drawing or something. I just have my notes here. Taking my notes on the camera. There. Okay. Strange creature, Belay Peninsula. Many tentacles. So I guess I'll put appearance first. Many tentacles. So basically octopus kind of. Or squid kind of thing. Cephalopod. Cephalopod, I think. Pretty sure that's what. Okay, Google. Is an octopus a cephalopod?
On the website MontereyBayAquarium.org, they say, a cephalopod is an animal belonging to the group Cephalopoda, containing octopus, squid, cuttlefish, nautilus, and kin. The word cephalopod is derived from Greek and means head foot, which perfectly describes animals that have eyes just above their many limbs.
I didn't know that it means head foot. Makes sense because the squid and octopus are like head and then feet. Weep. Okay, so it's basically a cephalopod, but it's soft and smooth. Soft, smooth skin. Weights. Grows stronger, changing color and shape. So actually that's a lot like an octopus, where they can change their color and shape to camouflage. Other things about its appearance. I guess it's not, so will only attain a final form and be fully alive when the pilgrim reaches the top of the tower. So I'll put not fully realized. So we might be able to do something cool, like make it look like it's a ghost or something, like it's coming into existence. That's a challenge though. I'll see if I can meet the challenge. I feel like that would look really cool. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm just going to, they're going to be a lot like my Inktober drawings. It's meant to look like it's a sketchbook. I figured I'd just do black ink on this paper. This is my favorite, just basic paper for inking. It's nice and smooth and handles ink well. And I figured I'd use a single dip pen for the whole project, the whole time, the same nib and the same ink, so that it really looks like the naturalist was out in the wild and had these supplies and that was it. And so that's what, and also you're out in the wild, so you limit the amount of things you're carrying. So just the one pen, the one sketchbook. And I figured to bring it into Photoshop at the end too and put some nice texture on it so it looks like it was drawn in a, either like a heavily textured paper notebook or something like that, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Those are the ideas I have. We'll see how it turns out once I get to that point though. Okay. It's really hard not to do more research. Because I bet there's a lot more. These are just really short. You know, as you can see, like this one. So, look at that. That's like 2 sentences. Anyway. I want to keep it to this so that I'm using more of my imagination. Also, because I don't want to take too long. I don't want it to take too long. I think that's everything it mentioned about its appearance. So other things I want to... So I'll say habitat. Habitat is the Tower of Victory in Chittor, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm using a Japanese pronunciation. Well, Tor isn't in Japanese. So the first part is Chi is from Japanese, and then the second part I'm using English, Tor. So it's probably not pronounced correctly at all. It lives specifically at this tower, though. I think it's so interesting how it says as the pilgrim climbs, the creature grows stronger, changing color and shape, drawing life force from the unsuspecting victim. I feel like that makes sense in a physics perspective, because if you're climbing a tower, the oxygen is getting thinner. So you literally get weaker. So I think that's a really cool... It's a really cool explanation. This creature is a really cool explanation of why, as you go higher and higher and higher in this tower, you get weaker and weaker. So the scientific explanation is the air is getting thinner. But the magical explanation is the A Bao A Qu is sucking your life force away so that it can come to life. Neat. I love that kind of thing. Anything else about it's bound to the tower. So that's an interesting. It's almost like it's trapped. I'll put trapped with a question mark. That makes it sound, so saying that it's bound to the tower until such time as a truly enlightened seeker arrives and climbs to the top. Makes it sound like it's actually waiting for someone to be willing to completely sacrifice themselves so that it can be free. It's like Genie in Aladdin. Interesting. Just doesn't seem like a... I'm reading the paragraph again. It doesn't seem like it has any like special powers or anything other than it sucks a life force away. So it basically goes with you. And the higher you go, the more it's able to draw from your life force. Interesting. Interesting. So even though it will end up, supposedly, that's what this suggests, it will end up taking your life, or you will end up giving your life to it. It's actually hoping for somebody to help it. It doesn't seem like it's an evil creature. It's just trying to escape. It feels trapped and wants to be alive. Interesting. Cephalopod. Let's look up some cephalopods. See what they look like. Show me some cephalopods. Giant squid. No, I want to know what the tower looks like. Show me the Tower of Victory and in Chittor. It didn't understand what I said. In. It's because I stumbled. In Chittor. Oh, this has Chittor. Okay, this is a different romanization of the Oh, what? Tower of Victory. So where is Malaysia compared to India? I think it's farther to the east. I just want a picture of the map with... Yeah, it's to the southeast. Here's this map. On Wikipedia, it doesn't want to focus. But so the reason why I am bringing that up is that when I searched Show Me Tower of Victory, it brings up a tower in India. Imposing Victory Monument in Chittor Fort, but this is spelled with 2 T's, so I don't know if it's a different place. Let's see if there's just a place called Chittor, Malaysia. Oh, Malaysia Tower of Victory, it suggested. But it's still showing me, I'm confused. It's showing me the one in India. Oh well, this is getting closer because it says people also ask, what is a Bao A Qu creature? What is a Bao A Qu creature? Alright, I'm going to Wikipedia so that I can find out what the tower should be. Because it's connected, it's, what does it say? Bound to the tower. So I really need to know what the tower looks like. Oh, actually, I just saw your messages. Peacefully sucks life. Not too evil. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, like, you don't want it to do that. But it doesn't have, it's not malicious. It's not being malicious about it. It just wants to live. It's not doing it just because it can. For the fun of it. Okay, here we go. It has, okay, it is the same. It's the same place, this tower. So I will be able to use this image. Interesting. I want to go here. I want to see this. This is very interesting. So, imposing Victory Monument located within Chittor Fort in Chittorgarh, Rajasthan, India. Again, no idea if I'm pronouncing anything correctly. The tower was constructed by the Hindu Rajput king Rana Kumbha of Mewar in 1448 CE. That's so long ago, wow. Okay, dedicated to Hindu god Vishnu. Okay. Okay, it's spelled, so I'm looking up the Chittor because it's spelled so many ways. Even on Wikipedia, it's spelled multiple ways, so. Western India. Okay. Well, now I have at least verified that it's, even though this is a Malay creature, well, it says it originates on the Malay Peninsula. The tower that it's bound to is in India. So that's super interesting. That adds another layer to the story of the A Bao A Qu, because maybe it was bound to this tower but trying to get home. And so it just adds even more reason why it would try to take the life from anybody who is foolish or generous enough to come over there so that it can go home. Okay, I wanted to look at... I'm going back. Oh, where did my search go? Show me cephalopods.
According to Wikipedia, a cephalopod is any member of the molluscan class Cephalopoda, such as a squid, octopus, cuttlefish, or nautilus.
I didn't know it would tell me about them, too. Turn my volume down on my phone just in case. Okay, now I can start looking. Oh, I had just had a great idea. Oh, look, it's the vampire squid. I know it from Animal Crossing. This one's called the vampire squid. Or is it vampire octopus? Oh, I don't remember. I want to see which ones live near Malaysia, because that will make more sense. Originated in Malaysia. This is a PDF, but it seems useful. A checklist of cephalopods from continental shelf of Sarawak, Malaysian, and then a ... So cool. Is it the vampire octopus? Oh no. This is so many. I need something else. This is just like a scientific paper. I need just some pictures. ScienceDirect.com. Cephalopods of the Indian Ocean. Smithsonian Institute. Let's see what they've got. I know this is probably the least interesting live streaming material. I have no choice though. This is my illustration time. Oh, this has some pictures. Here's a squid. They're illustrations. What's this one? Loligo chinensis. There's a different one. Loligo duvauseli. This is going to be hard to use as a reference, I think. There's lots of squids. How big is this? Oh, I love this one. Look at the shape of this one. Looks really cool. I wonder what B is. Looks different. Dorsal view. Why is it wider? Loligo sumatrensis. Let's look that one up. Loligo sumatrensis. Oh, if I could spell it. Sumatrensis. Let's see a photograph, perhaps. Well, here's just squids. Oh, it's sumatrensis. I missed a letter. There we go. Wikipedia. Ah, this is in Spanish. Oh, there's not one in English. There's no page for this one in English. It's only in Spanish. Description at characteristics. Oh, it's a very simple. Sea life base. I didn't know it would be so hard to find cephalopods from around Malaysia. That site doesn't want to load. Maybe if I take this show me off of there. percentage of cephalopod family at the 9 selected divisions of Sarawak. And it's some pictures. It's all scientific article stuff with like no photographs. I just want to see photos so that I can see how cool they look. Science Journal. Cephalopods on Singapore shores. I'll just go cephalopod on Wikipedia. Maybe there'll be a list I can access from here. Distribution. Over 800 extant species of cephalopod. Hawaiian bobtail squid. Oh, it's freaking adorable. Is that what this is? Oh, it's so cute. Look at how cute this one is. I think this is the Hawaiian bobtail squid. Meep. Yep. Maybe if I don't use such a... Let's do octopuses near Malaysia. Oh, it didn't search. Octopuses near Malaysia. Maybe it's because I'm using a very scientific word, and that's why I can't. You thought it was cute, too? This one seems nice. Blue-ringed octopus, Mabul, Malaysia. Best 8 destinations for diving with 8 different species of octopus. Interesting. Malaysia's creature feature, giant Pacific octopus. It's too bad I can't find a site that just says, here's animals that are near Malaysia. Malaysia, octopus cyanea, disguising itself as part of the coral reef. Blue-ringed octopus. Okay, see you when you get back. I hope to actually get drawing here pretty soon. It's taking so long. Oh, this is really cool. Blue-ringed octopus, Mabul, Malaysia. Has little blue rings all over it. This says, despite being as little as 2 inches long, even with its arms stretched out, this striking invertebrate is instantly recognizable thanks to its vivid ringed pattern. The 4 known species of blue-ringed octopus are named after the density and variation of their rings. The most common are the lesser blue-ringed octopus and the greater blue-ringed octopus. Generally docile, but also the world's deadliest octopus. This might be perfect. The world's deadliest octopus. When provoked, its self-defense is a killer bite filled with tetrodotoxin, same substance found in other toxic critters such as pufferfish and cone snails. Said 1 milligram enough to kill an adult human. There's no antidote, so really can't stress this enough. Look, but definitely don't touch. Thank you, this article. Patty.com. best, the title is The 8 Best Destinations for Diving with 8 Different Species of Octopus. This is perfect because it says it's gentle but also deadly. Oh, welcome, Wolf! Hello, hello! Thank you for joining me! Spooky. I'm working on a new project today. I don't know how long you've been watching. I'm working on a new project, and I'm going to be illustrating, doing a sort of a sketchbook style illustrations of magical creatures using this book. So the one I'm working on now is originates on the Malay Peninsula, is what it says, Malay Peninsula. So this is perfect. I finally found the octopus that I want to base it on because of it being small, gentle, but absolutely deadly, which this A Bao A Qu is. How are you doing, Wolf? I don't remember if I asked. Thank you for joining me. Yay! And I think you got here in time that I might actually be able to start drawing instead of just doing research. Though, now I want to look up blue-ringed octopus. I really hope I can find some images. Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god! Here's one on somebody's hand. That's so cute. They're so small. Teeny tiny little itty bitty babies. Oh, wonderful. Oh, enjoying a nice day outside. Wonderful. Is the weather tolerable over there? It's not too warm here. It's a little warm, but indoors it's not so warm that it warms up inside. So inside you're still like, man, I don't have a sweater on. You might be having connection issues. So I guess, did you get your internet fix from yesterday? For once, my bitrate actually is green. Ever since for months now dealing with whatever the mystery bitrate issue is. So hopefully it's not from my end. Oh, this is so cute. Surviving octopus venom. How to survive. Yeah, this is the perfect fit for what the description for this creature. Now it changed to cute blue-ringed octopus bite. That's not what I wanted to do. Blue-ringed octopus photos is what I want. So that I can combine, oh look, it's standing up here. That's so cool. I want to be able to combine it with the tower that it's supposedly bound to so that I can draw it on the tower. The idea is, with these illustrations, Maginaturalist sketchbook, they're just exploring the world and just happen to come across this little creature and they're like, oh, this is one of these. So I guess to start with, it would be good to just draw a few, because it doesn't have to be this exact animal. This is the animal I'm basing it on. And I drew this little thing long before I started looking at photos, and it actually looks a lot like it. But I want something to be the basis for the magical creature that I'm going to be sketching. So that's why I want to do some practice sketches. I don't want to sketch with this, or I like to sketch with my more brush pen. I'm finally getting down to drawing, and it's almost break time. Oh well, that's what happens when it's the start of a new illustration project. I can't just like, I'm going to draw this and boom, start drawing it. And I've got to do my research and brainstorming. So I actually need to hold my phone in a different way. Since it's an octopus too, they change shape readily. These little bitty, adorable little eyes. Meow. Just getting along with its 8 little legs. So glad it took so long to finally find the animal that I wanted to use as a base. I'm so glad I found one. It's seemingly perfect inspiration for this creature. Small, indistinct. The description makes it sound like the people climbing the tower might not even be aware of its existence. They just realize, oh man, I'm getting so weak. The higher I go, the harder it is. There's one. This one is from behind. So they had this sort of Alien / Alien the movies kind of head. With a big, long, like oval, egg shape. This one's kind of hard to tell what's going on with its legs. Of course, they've got these beautiful blue rings. They don't even look real. They're so vibrant. Looks like someone drew it on the image. Sketching it like this too is helpful to the project because it's meant to look like someone just sketched it in the field. Of course, I want it to look nicer than my personal field sketches, which I have done, sketching animals out, just holding my sketchbook outside, but I want it to look nicer, so... It says about this magical creature that the stronger it gets, the more it changes shape and color. So maybe it'll be... there aren't too many of these little rings on it. And maybe these rings start appearing more and become even brighter as the climber continues up the tower and the A Bao A Qu takes their life force. Cute but deadly. The blue-ringed octopus, cute but deadly. Oh, what time is it? Oh, we've got a minute, so let's sketch this one. It is cute. It's so cute. But it does have these almost unnatural looking bright rings on it. It's just not sure it could be even any better of a warning to stay away. This image its eyes are on the side, so you can't really see them. One, two, three, four, five, six. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay, so this one. I did draw the right amount of legs, since all the legs are at least partially visible in this image. Sorry, I'm like sketching not even on because of this. It's time for break time. So it's the perfect time to rearrange my desk. I don't need this book to be right in the front anymore. I just wanted the description in the book so that I could see it if I needed to look at it again. But now you can actually see the sketches I did so far. But it is break time. I'm going to enjoy eating my Wodo peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough bar. 5 grams protein. I'm also going to get up and stretch, give my eyes a break. I hope everybody else will do the same too. It's good to take a break. Just stand up if you've been sitting down all this time. That's really important. All right, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Hello everyone, I'm back. I had a great break. I hope you all did too. My Wodo cookie dough bar was so good I almost inhaled it. I had to try to make myself slow down. It was so tasty. Okay, so I've drawn a few of these octopus. I've got the general idea, I think. I want to draw this tower that it's supposedly, that it's, well, where'd it go? That it's bound to this victory tower. Here it is. Oh, there's so many. This one calls it the Tower of Fame. Britannica.com. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Oh, there's two different ones. There's Tower of Fame and there's Tower of Victory. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to click on that one. So this is the tower. The image is not very good. It's all grainy. Okay, I'll try to search more specifically. Where's one of the previous ones? Here we go. Images. Maybe this Wikipedia one is better. Oh, that looks way better. Not pixely. Oh, it's so intricate. I wonder if I go to the Wikipedia page, I can find some close-ups. Because I think if I'm going to be drawing this tiny little creature, I'm imagining it will be at the bottom. Because the story behind this illustration project is a Maginaturalist. So they are not necessarily on this journey of enlightenment, which someone climbing this tower would be, according to the story in my Magical Creatures book. So they're just at the bottom of the tower as a tourist. So they see only the small, plain version of the A Bao A Qu. So I would like a photo showing closer to the bottom. Doesn't look like I can find that though. There's a different one. This was built 600 years ago. 9 stories. Oh, here we go. View from the bottom. Awesome. This is much more useful. I could have something like this bottom edge and show the creature sort of hanging out there. I think that's a nice idea. Let's see if I can view open image in a new tab. No? Won't let me do it. I could just zoom in there. This creature is bound to this specific tower. So I would like to get some of the details in. So if someone recognized the creature, they'd be like, oh, hey, they did it right, or at least as good as they could. I would like to be credited with at least trying. So on this roof ledge are these shapes like this. Not sure how many per slab. Looks like 2 per slab. Oh, nope. This one has 1 in the middle. Oh, I don't know. Well, that's something like that. And then when we're looking at it from below, it's sort of angles in like this, and then there's a column here. Lots of right angles on this tower. And some holes carved in like this on the column. It meets up with these roof tiles, I guess I'll call them. As it goes up, there's more straight lines, angles. But these octopuses that I'm basing the creature on are tiny. They're like an inch. They're like a couple inches big. I think it depends on the exact species. There's multiple species of the blue-ringed octopus. So I feel like I just want to focus on this area with these sort of roof tiles or gables, I think they might be called. I'm not sure exactly about the architectural terms. But I like the idea of the traveler, the Maginaturalist, looking up and being like, oh, what's this? I see this little creature. I'm looking for another angle. So this is a nice image. It's too bad I can't find any high resolution images. Maybe if I actually search for high resolution. It won't let me like choose to look for high resolution images. That's a video. It kind of annoys me how Google is like, I'll give you this tab that says images, and then it puts videos in there. You have a separate tab for videos. If I wanted to look up videos, that's what I would click. This one's in Wikimedia Commons. Wolf, why'd you put on? Oh wow, this one is massive. Yay! Wikimedia Commons. Look at that. You can zoom way in and it looks really good. Wonderful. I am actually going to, let's see, send this to my PC Firefox so that I have that tab, and I'll save it as a bookmark for next time I work on this. So, but I have it right now. Actually, no, I will just open it up. Such a high-res photo. Yes, this one. This one is good. It's over, I can't remember what it said the size. 3024 by 3780. Finally, a nice reference. Oh, sweet. I already... Ah, mouse, where are you? Cursor. Cursor. Oh, there you are. Yay, now I can see it on my big monitor over here instead of just only on. So let me open it and move it to a new window. Boop. OBS goes there. Yay. Oh, this is awesome. So it has so many details. Oh, here's these roof tiles that I was hoping for the this little creature to appear to the naturalist. So I think this is the lowest level, the roof of the lowest level of the 9 levels of this tower. Makes sense for such a teeny tiny little, like those images, those photos of the octopuses were just like it fits in the palm of your hand. So it would definitely have to be on the lowest level. Otherwise it'll be so small you just wouldn't be able to see it. Especially considering it says it's basically not fully realized as something that exists until it drains the life force of the pilgrim that goes to the very top of the tower. So it needs to be not very substantial when it's really low as well. Okay. Yay! Well, at this point, I don't think I need to do too much extra, like, prep sketching. Let's just start sketching a scene now that we have a reference image for the environment, and we'll just plop this little creature in there. Bottom right one looks like a big-nosed person smiling. What, of my sketches? What? On here? This one? Big-nosed person smiling? Or am I completely misunderstanding? That's funny. Wait, do I have to get... Oh, yeah, I do. So what I'm doing is... Oh, wrong one. I'm going to get a postcard out so that I can use it. My idea was to have these be postcard size. So I just literally want to get a postcard out and use it as a size reference. Although it might be nice to make it 5x7. No, we're going to make it pocket size because it's a sketchbook that the Maginaturalist can carry around with them. Why do I not have standard size postcards? I only have like giant postcards and weird shaped postcards. Oh, here we go. But it's collectible. This is collectible ones. Oh, here's this cute one. Is this 4x6? It's a Japanese one, so I don't know if it's exactly the size I want. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a slightly different size. It's probably like A6 or something. Isn't that cute? I got this postcard in Akita, Japan, and this is an Akita Inu puppy. But it's the wrong size. I want US size 4x6. Well, you know what? I will just use a sheet of the postcard paper that I use for Patreon. I know that's the right size. Oh, even better. I have this paper I use, nice paper for when I print gift certificates or for my messages to patrons at the writer or above level. Since writers get 3 postcards, but they are blank postcards. So in order for me to include a thank you message, I print it out on one of these. Okay. So I'm going to use my blue pen so that I can scan this in, and I'm going to sketch with blue as well, and then that way it saves me time. I won't have to do any erasing, and then the black ink will look nicer too. So it's really easy to digitally remove any of this light blue stuff later. While I'm at it, wait, I need just like a regular pen. I'm gonna write on this 4 by 6 inch template. I actually have several sheets of paper like this that I keep in a pile so that whenever I need a specific size, I don't have to try to measure it out and get exactly right angles and stuff like that. It's already done for me. But I have all this stuff on top of it. Ah! Oh, I have a old dry leaf in here. Hold on. I'm going to put that in the trash because it just... I tried to pick it up and it shattered into a million pieces. So I'm just going to put that to the trash. I just wanted to show for measuring. And then I've got this like opening 6.5 by 4.5, all these different sizes. But I didn't have 4 by 6. Now I have 4 by 6. And a special spot just for them. Just for these pieces of paper. Hopefully in the future I remember that I now have a 4 by 6. Okay, next using my lovely Pilot Color Eno 0.07 blue colored pencil, mechanical pencil. Hopefully this, I don't know if this camera is showing this well. There, maybe that's a bit better. If I do that, something like that. Okay. Hopefully that's alright in my secondary camera. So I'm gonna zoom in on... Wait, right, I don't have to do it on the phone. I can do it on here. Maybe right there. Finding a good spot to put my A Bao A Qu. I want my straight edge though. Of course, it doesn't have to be super accurate. Again, this is meant to be the sketchbook. Of a Maginaturalist exploring the world. Nice thing is, this building is so old. It actually doesn't have very solid lines anymore. It's really been eroded away by the elements. Come together like this at the corners. Whee! I'm really hoping that these illustrations for this project won't take too long. I feel like there'll be a nice break in between my bigger projects, but still be able to be portfolio pieces and also help raise money for Protego Foundation and any projects they're doing for to help animals. So there's multiple reasons to get it done faster. So you can even show, hopefully, to potential clients, publishers, etc., that there is a faster sort of illustration I am capable of. This always rings in my head. My illustration professor telling me that 1 illustration a month is too slow. And it's like, oh no, I can't even manage that, much less anything faster. Oh, Eva. Dreaming. Oh, I can't really show her to her even with this camera, but because she's all in shadow, she's underneath my desk over here. Her tongue is sticking out a little bit. Yeah, dreaming girl. Wonder what she was dreaming. Makes her bark. We did have a little bit of training opportunities on our walk this morning. No encounters with dogs out and about, but a couple different times where we practiced disengaging from dogs barking behind fences. So maybe that's inspiring her dreaming right now. So under here there is this column, but it's very shadowy right here, so I can't really see how exactly it attaches, but it's also full of angles. I think what I'm seeing is that it comes out like this. Maybe following these same angles comes out like this and out like this. How far down? About to the middle it goes, so it's right about here. Oops. And instead of just coming to a corner right here, it actually goes in and then has a corner. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Goes in, and then there's 2 more here. So it's like this. Or something. What am I seeing? It's hard to see where it connects at the top, so I can't quite tell how this shape is being made. But it's definitely like side, in, side, in, side, in. I feel like I'm really close to what it's actually doing. So this is why I do the outline in pen, so that if I have to erase next to it, it doesn't erase that outline. Okay, so side in, side in. So this is right. It's just I don't quite understand how. Okay, I think I need to separate it a little bit more. There's a little bit more space. Oh, I hope. I just realized that since I'm sketching with the blue pencil, and this is always such a problem on a live stream, I really hope this secondary camera here is helping you see that I am drawing stuff, even though this main camera can't really pick it up very well. Okay, if I spread it out a little bit more. And then it comes in, and it goes out, and then it comes in again. Something like this. Oh, welcome Welcome back, Exie. Hello. Ah, and this has to be the same angle. So this has to be the same angle as this. Something like this. And good enough because it is supposed to be a sketchbook. Someone is taking out on their explorations around the world. So it doesn't have to be super precise. Like this? No, like this. This one here. This one here. What? And then this one goes here. Okay. I think I'm figuring that out. I'm not very good with architecture and mechanical things, anything with these really hard man-made edges. I could get better at them if I wanted to practice more, but I'm never inspired to practice such things on their own. Alright, so now there's these little holes, I guess I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 across, and then 4 more underneath. Oh wait, but there's something else. There's another line up there. Those have to go lower. It's confusing because right here in the reference image is actually all shadowy. Ah. You can add contrast filter on OBS for Blue Sketch. Oh. Well, actually, now that you said that, maybe there's a button I can choose on here? This is bright. Wait, I've got it right here. Focus. Exposure. Zoom. Rotate. Filter. Light. Oh, let me see. It's not even focused. So what? Do you know where I go? Like right click it and go to what? Transform? No. No. Let's see. Blending method. Filters. Oh, I see. It's at the very bottom. Oh. 面白い. Audio video effect. Plus icon on left bottom. So the effect filter? Also got color correction. Gotcha. So nani? What do I do next? Contrast up? Wah! No. Hue shift. Whoa, look, everything's green. What color is my skin? Oh, I'm purple! I'm purple now. That's so weird because everything else looks right. And now I'm purple. How do I get it back to normal? 0. Ooh. I'm normal again. I'm not purple anymore. Saturation. Gamma. Okay, try gamma. Whoa. Oh. Wonder if I just lower the exposure on the camera itself. It's seeming to do the same thing either way. Just makes the whole image really dark. I don't remember what I had it on before. So when I up the gamma, it makes it super bright. When I down the gamma, it looks just like the when I just take the I was gonna say XP because it's EXP on there. I'm like, when I take the XP down, but it's, EXP stands for exposure. I'm not in RPG right now. Well, thanks for helping me at least try something. I'm always willing to try something. Because you never know until you try. Maybe. Let's see. Got this little camera. Yeah, I just leave that. Well, we tried. We get points for trying. You never know. I think it's because the whole reason why the blue is good, that's the same reason why the camera can't deal with it, because it disappears when you scan it. Well, it doesn't scan very strongly. It doesn't hold on. Let me gather myself. It's a double-edged sword. The fact that it disappears so easily when you scan it and either directly print in black and white afterwards, or if you edit it away, and it's so easy to edit it away, it's the same reason why that's possible, that the camera doesn't want to cooperate. Because it's a piece of digital imaging technology as well. So it's just as susceptible. 50 points. What do I get 50 points for? So I'm seeing this little edge here where there's two different stones. And underneath that is this repetition of 4 little holes, which I had drawn, but I realized that I drew them too high up. So now I've got that little space in there so that they won't be too high up. For trying. Okay, nice. It's funny. So it looks like these little, I don't know if they're holes or is just sort of sculpture in the stone or what. But they seem to be on these little sides too. Okay. Whew, this little corner is done. I've got to build the environment first, and then I can put our character in there. Unfortunately, the reference image cuts off here, so I can't really add more details. But we can just let it kind of fade away, because the Maginaturalist will be focusing on drawing the creature they're seeing. So that's what they're interested in documenting. The only reason they're documenting the environment is because that's part of the creature's habitat. drew it a little too low. So nice to be able to draw like kind of loosely like this. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is have the actual inked area sort of fade away around the edges. All around like a vignette, but it's the white paper remaining. Oh, thank you. Yay, I'm glad you think so. All I have in here is these little columns and stuff. I'm glad it looks all right, even though I'm not very confident with my architectural drawings. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think I'm finally ready to move up from this stuff. Although, let's clean up a little bit over here. There's so many different lines, it's kind of confusing. I'll have to erase everything, just enough that I'm not confusing myself when I come back to it later. Oh, there's a little piece left. And let's see, can I see anything of this roof other than these sort of, I don't know, humps sticking up there? I can't really see it. There's the angle. It's not a really strong angle like this. It's more flat. And since we're looking up from ground level, what we really see next is this post sticking up and another squarey bit of architecture coming out. And it seems to be like a scalloped edge or something. I'm not sure. It's definitely not straight edge right here. Oh, I bet it's more of what I'm seeing in the front, actually, which is 3 little triangles carved into the stone. So I bet that's what this is. It's more triangles. Ah, I didn't quite get that right. Let me try again. I drew it a little bit too low. Same thing, you can sort of see these triangles from the bottom on this side as well, which is surprising. I feel like you wouldn't be able to, but you can. It's kind of like shoebox. That's what it reminds me of, a shoebox. because this top one is a little bit wider than the bottom one, this rectangle I'm working on. So this needs to be more centered underneath it. Let's move that over a bit. At this rate, seems like I'd be able to get one of these done maybe every two. It would take. Let me start over. Seems like at this rate, these illustrations, this new project I'm starting, I will be able to get one done every couple illustration streams. Seems like it'll only take that long. Because I'm already this far, and we are 10 minutes away from the second break time, and then there's a whole nother hour. So I definitely don't think I'll be able to finish this today, but one more session ought to do it. Which is nice, because that's what I hoped this project would be. So something a little bit faster. So now we've got this interesting ledge. Has one little hump thing that I'm seeing. It also has a whole bunch of carved in shapes. They look like triangles to me. Not exactly triangles, but maybe the effects of time, the wind, and everything else wearing it out made them not quite so sharp anymore. Thank you. Thank you, Exie. Yep, I hope this is a successful project with multiple points of view, I suppose. Something that can help the Protego Foundation, help animals, bolster my illustration portfolio. It can even be, since I'm drawing it postcard size anyway, it can work as Patreon rewards. For a second, this seems wrong, that this is the same kind of wall right here, and then it's here too. But it really is offset. Maybe in my sketch it's offset a little bit more than in the photo, but it actually is offset like this, where it connects lower. Oh, I see. I think I might redraw it. So I'm looking at reference points on the image. I'm seeing how, if I go straight across here, it is about at the same height. The point where it connects to this jutting out rectangle is about the same height, if I go across horizontally, as this roof corner. This one should actually be meeting at about the same point, but following the same angle. I've drawn it at slightly off angle, so I'm going to redraw that. I think getting the architecture solidly down, even if it's not perfect, but just so that it can fade into the background and just be a support for our more interesting hero of the scene, which is the A Bao A Qu. I don't want the architecture stealing the scene because it's poorly drawn, basically. So I want to imitate this angle here. I want it to be about the same angle as this roof. Oh, I see what's happening. This roof angle, or this little nub, I don't know what to call this. It actually goes up higher than what I've drawn it. So we'll raise that up. And then we can draw this up higher. That's why I was having a little confusion. On top of the fact that I drew it at a slightly off angle. Slowly getting this building in here. I'm so happy. I see we have 8 viewers right now. I want to say welcome, and I'm very happy to have you, to all my lurkers. I don't acknowledge you very often, so I just noticed. Hello, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Lurkers are always welcome. Okay, now that I have the angles good, I am going to draw these little bits and bobs I'm seeing. Wolf. Exy. So first is a single little hump thing that's here. There's not one over here. It's definitely there. I'm not imagining it. I'm not imagining it. So we've got that little hump thing. And now for all these little triangles. They're like in pairs. So there's 2 next to each other, and then a little bit more space, and then 2 next to each other, a little space. Whenever I see old architecture like this, I always imagine, like, the people making it, did they have, like, younger craftspeople? And they're like, oh no, my version of this stone is not as good as so-and-so's who made the same version of the stone for the other side of the building. What are they going to say? Are they going to notice? I always imagine that kind of thing. Maybe that wasn't a problem back then. 600 years ago when this building was erected. So happy. So much better. So we need these same triangles over here. And actually, it's like I can see more clearly. They really are triangles. So maybe they're different from one side to the other. Or the shadow is stronger. They really are triangles, but it's actually like this. Now that I'm looking at this section on the reference image, I can see it better. Or maybe it really was that they had the different craftspeople, and these ones were not as quality as these ones. They didn't make the triangles exactly the same. Like, oh no, they're like sweating. Sweat's rolling down their back, like, it looks so different. They're gonna notice. Ooh, another layer done. Let me scroll over to the side and see. So how many points do I have? I have this one. And then it comes out this way. Oh. Okay. I drew too far. This has to... So the roof comes out here. This is not going to be exactly like how it actually is in real life. It comes up here. It's supposed to angle over at this point. What? Oh, there's another one of these. I'm so confused about what I'm drawing. To start over. Some of these things have ended up way bigger than they should have been. I might start over. And anyway, I think I'm drawing it too big. The reference images for the octopus I'm basing this creature on fits in the palm of your hand. This looks massive considering you've got to be like, I don't know, 12 feet. At least 12 feet or a couple meters few meters. I don't know how far it is from the ground to this point, but surely the octopus is only like the size of this. That's too small. Oh, Wolf is in. Restart stream, boom. Do over. Do over. Restart the stream. That's so funny. Oh, no, I think that I will, though. So even though I put all this effort in, but it's not wasted effort because now I realize that I need to zoom in like crazy. I need to zoom in more than what this is zoomed in. I wonder if I can do that. I can actually. It's actually time for my second break. But I'm going to see real quick if I can. Oh, it's Control Plus. Let me move this real quick so I can get my keyboard. I want to zoom crazy in on this image. I want the octopus to be on. Oh, that's on the picture. What is this, a bird flying? Oh, it is! This reference, it looks like a little speck. Like a tiny little, it looks like an eraser shaving. Like a teeny tiny, less than a millimeter big. On this perfectly blue sky. And I touched my monitor because I thought there was a little speck on the monitor. It's a bird! It's actually the bird with the wings soaring across the sky. That's so lovely. Okay, I'm going to find the exact spot where I would like this octopus-like creature to be. And then zoom crazy in on that one place. Maybe these rectangles that I drew, that might be a nice spot for it because it can sit out. And actually, it looks like there's elephants carved on top. There's several options for this rectangle shape, though. There's one sticking out the other way. This one's sticking out this way. There's one sticking out this way. And it's definitely elephant, so you can see it better on this side. Okay, so this is the one. I will Control Plus to get way in there. Ah, and this will be great too. I'll draw the creature hanging out on the underside. So I feel that makes it look like a magical creature that it would be hanging out underneath, stuck onto the top. Plus it's based on I'm basing it on a octopus, so they have the nice suckers on their hands. Okay. Now I've got the reference image zoomed in. I'm going to start a new one, but it's time to take another break for stretching and resting my eyes, especially since I'm going to do take 2. So, be right back. And I hope everyone else will also take the opportunity to take a break, walk around. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Hello everyone, I'm back. I hope you all had a great break. I especially enjoyed my break because I have been waiting for my pigeons. I went outside to check on my pigeons out in their aviary and enjoying the warm weather. And I've been waiting for them to try to bathe in one of their water dishes. The reason being, I had been filling up these bigger tubs of water for them to bathe in, but they weren't used to the aviary yet, so I was just constantly, every day, filling up and pouring out, filling up and pouring out. I was like, this is a waste of time and water. So I was waiting for them to try to bathe in one of their little water dishes, which someone seems to have done. So I was like, yay! And I got one of those bigger tubs and put like an inch or two of water in there, so, and put it in the aviary for them during this past break. So I hope that they go check that out and enjoy having a bath in a nice big, they have a bath box attached to their indoor, I call it their apartment, their indoor housing. So I know they love to take baths in the winter. This is the first year where we've had an outdoor aviary. So until this point, they would take a bath every single day because they were in their apartment and they didn't have as much to do in there. But now we've got the aviary. They have a lot more space. They have more interesting things to keep their attention. Plus things that are kind of scary, like neighbor cats coming up and harassing them. Luckily, that doesn't happen too often, but this is more occupying them now. And they hadn't tried taking a bath until now. It's months after getting the aviary set up, because we got it set up over my birthday week, I remember. So it's been like 2 months, April, May, and it's almost June, so yeah. Okay, as I was outside thinking, too, I am going to try doing a portrait composition this time because of the way this, I'm not sure what you would call it. It's like a sculpture. It's like a decorative element on the roof. It fits much better this way, I think. So we're just going to try it. So maybe it, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Let's try it. So we've got this angle across here and another one. I'm trying to zoom way super in. Well, I say zoom in. I'm with my brain. I'm zooming my brain in. And attempting to draw this. So I think we can't even see that top edge. And then we've got these nice triangles that I sketched before. There's just 3 on the front. Cutouts in the stone. They don't go up that high. They go like 1/3 of the way up. 2, 3-ish. Once again, since it's meant to be someone's sketchbook, Maginaturalist sketchbook. And of course I'm imagining that character as me. So this is my sketchbook as a Maginaturalist. Doesn't have to be absolutely accurate to as far as the angles and how straight the lines are, etc. It doesn't have to be like that. This is really strong shadow cast by these carvings. I'm going to put some hatching in here, so hopefully that reminds me what this is supposed to be right here. This should actually go faster because it's not nearly as much detail as I was trying to include. I can't be sure, but I think these are meant to be actual column shapes here. So much of this architecture is angular, but this really seems to be, if not a perfectly round column, then sort of an elliptical kind, like an oval. maybe. I'm not sure, but something like that. I'm trying to line up my angle so this comes down maybe like this. Maybe like this. You can see the outside angle over here. I'm trying to see where it should fit. Oh, thank you. It's going so much faster. Zooming in this much and having already drawn this stuff once. Okay, I think it's about like that. I'm not sure. Something like this. Okay, it is a little too strong. Let's do this. This actually looks really nice as far as a postcard goes. Postcard shape. Fits really nicely in this format. Oh, which of these lines was the one I wanted to keep? There's this, and if I move it straight, okay, this one. Let's erase the one I don't want to keep so I don't forget. This is going to be really fun to ink. I hope I can get some inking done today. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can spot on the underside that's not just like sort of stone texture, and I don't really see it. I do see some more area that looks like strong shadow right here at this column. And then there's more shadow but weaker like this. Something like that. So I'll do a different kind of shading there to hopefully show two different strengths of shadow. And of course this whole under part is in shadow. This line is really bothering me. Maybe I should just leave this line out. It's a big distraction. Everything else is like this nice, neat, stacked like this, and then this one comes in out of the corner like, pay attention to me. Eraser shavings, don't stay on my hands. Yeah, I like it better without. We're just going to pretend that I can't see that. There's no reason to bring the viewer's attention to this bottom corner. It's actually the opposite of what I want. And it's kind of hard to tell for sure, but it looks like there are these crescent moon shapes, kind of like the anti-moon kingdom in Sailor Moon. I might be seeing it wrong, but it's really hard because even though I have this great reference, I had to zoom in so far that it is pixely now. Even this huge image. Because the huge image contains the entire tower when I'm just focusing on a single element, so this is what I think I'm seeing. And once again, I could just chalk it up to that's what the Maginaturalist is seeing. They're not up there next to that bit of sculpture. It's just what they're observing with their eyes from standing on the ground. Okay. So I got some moons. And they do seem to actually come right up to the bottom of this ledge, which is more hard shadow. So this is that lid on top of the shoebox kind of thing, what I'm seeing. And actually, based on how tall I drew this, you should be seeing the top edge of this. Maybe like this. Draw it right here. This top area is shorter, or it seems to be shorter anyway, than this area. Oh, yay! Now we can start adding our lovely the lid. Why are you saying the lid twice? Am I missing a reference? Oh, I forgot what the octopus was called. Oh, here it is, here it is. I still have this open. Yay! Blue ringed octopus. I'm going to send this page to my PC as well so I can see it large. I love that you can do that, that I can open it on the app on my phone and then just send the tab over to my PC. That is the best. Stuff like that is like quality of life improvements. Okay, I sent it. Is it showing up? Oh, there it is. Yay. The lid. I'm missing the SpongeBob reference. Is that a newer episode? I've seen so much SpongeBob, but I haven't seen it all. If there's like a GIF or something, you should share it with me. So maybe I would recognize it if you show me the GIF. Blue ring octopus. Not since I was a kid. I haven't like watched it in a while. But whenever I catch a random episode, I always enjoy it. I guess I'll just use this one image instead of looking at a bunch of them, because it's not meant to be this specific octopus. It's just my idea that we're using that as a reference for what it looks like, because the other notes we have, which I want to look at real quick, say that it is, so I took these notes out of the description in the encyclopedia here about the appearance, which is that it has many tentacles, it has soft, smooth skin, changes color and shape as the pilgrim climbs the tower. The creature gains strength and changes color and shape. And it is not a fully realized being, and it won't be until someone basically sacrifices themselves by going all the way up to the top of the tower. So we are drawing this creature at the bottom of the tower. Small, and so it said it should be smooth, which this creature is actually not smooth. It's got lots of bumps, so that will be something that's different. Where do we want to put it? Since I framed it like this, I feel like the Maginaturalist would have it centered. So let's have the head coming down like this. It's got this awesome, I don't know, teardrop shaped, or it looks like the, kind of like the alien in Alien. That kind of interesting. Seems otherworldly, but no, these are part of the world. So we are bringing it into the world of magical creatures, though. Using it as a reference as a base for an otherworldly creature. Let's put the eye on it. And the sort of bump where the other eye is, sort of, they've got these eye ridge. And octopi, can make their bodies fit and grip and mold into all kinds of different shapes. So I'm going to draw it sort of grabbing onto this column here with one tentacle. And then another one can be coming down like this. And perhaps we would see a little bit of indications of the suckers grabbing on. Maybe not on this side. Well, maybe like right here. Right here where it's wrapping. Just a little bit. It's nice that the description says that it's a smooth, because that makes it easier to draw. I don't have to. Why did I throw my eraser? I don't have to draw. Oh, it looks like my camera's not focused. Is that better? Oh, also, it's like turned weirdly. No, my sketchbook is turned. Hold on. Camera. There we go. Now it's straight. And it's focus and everything. Okay. Threw my eraser. Now I'm ready to erase. I'm erasing the architecture from out behind this so that it's not confusing for me. And it's so nice to be drawing something that is much more from imagination than I normally do. I really do enjoy, that's why I do it all the time, making the super naturalistically inspired griffins and other things. But this is fun too. Not have that obligation. Okay, well, I want to have another tentacle reaching up and sticking to the bottom of this stone here. The stone slab. And here I think we will see a lot of suckers holding on. So it's just this flat surface. Let's erase some more. Even though I completely started over and drew another different scene, I still think I can finish this up in another stream. Which is another, especially another 3-hour stream. I still haven't wrapped my head around that idea. And then, so the legs just kind of come out, which is where the term we learned earlier, cephalopod, comes from. It means head, foot, because it's head and then the legs begin. So we should have some legs coming out. Let's have these two pretty close to each other. And maybe we see little tiny indications of the suckers. It really does feel like I'm drawing a tiny little Cthulhu or something. Not exactly the same, but feels different knowing that I'm drawing a magical creature instead of a natural creature. I'm not a fan of this one. Maybe I think I drew it too thickly. I also like the idea of seeing some of these tentacles when I was looking at other images with a cute little curly Q. Like the little tentacle is going in a loop. So maybe I'll do that with this one. It's like it's reaching up, trying to go higher, perhaps. But it's hitting this ledge, and so it's like, oh, there's a ledge here. And about to adjust its grip. And we will definitely see some suckers here. So we're seeing the whole bottom. One, two, three, four, five. 8 more. Though they don't necessarily all have to be visible. The reference I'm looking at, I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 out the back. So we might not even see them all, especially if they're, say, wrapping around this column over here. So let's just draw one more. Maybe reaching out this way for stability. Let's try that. Plus, this is a magical creature. It doesn't say it has 8 legs. It just says it has lots of tentacles. What's this? This line here. Let's clean that up. And I just remembered, it's actually nice. I drew all of this architecture first, because part of the story of this creature is that it's not what it specifically says. Supposedly, the creature will only attain a final form and be fully alive when a pilgrim reaches the top of the tower. So since I already drew all this architecture, I can actually have it appearing through as if it's see-through. It's not 100% real yet, this creature. And this is supposed to be all in shadow in the back. I'm reminding myself by putting these hatching marks. And then that way this column is more obvious as well. Oh, that's why I can't find it, because it's on a different tab. Right above this, I'm not sure what I should draw. Above this there is some sculpture happening, but it's not really a, it's just this tiny little sliver here, you know? So I don't know if I should bother putting anything in there. I think I'll just leave it. Or maybe soften the edge a little bit, because it does look like the elephant that's carved into it makes it not a perfectly straight line here. So I'll just at least do that. Because there's an elephant sculpture up here, but totally off frame for this illustration. Wow, we only have half an hour left. I'm quite enjoying this. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. The eyes, the eyes. So I have the circle for the eye, but let's see if I can zoom in on this picture. Sweet, I can a bit. This is interesting. Oh, I sketched a little bit too much. That's an interesting pupil that many, if not all, cephalopods seem to have. So first, this part of the eye kind of comes down like that, and then there's a little part that comes up from the bottom, so it gives us its almost hourglass shape pupil. Yeah, hourglass shape. I guess there is a line here. So interesting. Feels like I've drawn too much, but when I look at it, it really does have that edge there along the top of the eye. It's not so much edge on the bottom part, so I'll erase that. The only thing about this is I kind of want to shift it down. So I've got nothing going on up here. Though, I just had a great thought. What if I have the Maginaturalist's notes up here? That would actually be perfect. Oh, changed my mind. I'm going to keep it how it is. Just that little camera. Oh, 25-ish minutes, and I am ready to start inking. Let me put away some of this stuff. Oh, actually, I'll just set it to the side in case I want it again. Boop. So my idea is to use the same ink and the same pen for every single one of these. So I think I'll use my favorite ink that I went on about at length the other day. I have an idea. I have this interesting pen I received recently. Maybe I'll use that. Although I do have my favorite. Maybe I should just stick with the tried and true. It's hard to decide. Pen rest. Let's see, where is it? It's over here under the pile of stuff. I think. Oh wait, I remember. I moved it. Drat. Someday I'll get my room cleaned up. It was right here. It's actually very interesting. It's a dip pen, but it has a fountain pen nib on it. Camera doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. So this is a dip pen. It does not pull the ink into the body or anything. You just dip it into this line right here. It's marked so that you know how far to dip it, but otherwise it's a fountain pen nib. Well, it doesn't have the little bit underneath, so that's how you can tell that this is definitely not a fountain pen, but I think this would be a fun one. So let's do this. And you can put the little protector for the nib. You can put it on the end so you don't lose it. Yeah, this will be our pen. And it's so nice to give this pen something to do, because I have so many dip pens, so many fountain pens, and other kinds of pens on top of that. I was not sure how I would make use of this. I didn't want it to go to waste. So I think this is good. Actually, I want to write what I'm using so that I remember in the future. Kuretake Sumi ink 60 plus, I don't remember what this is called. Iro Utsushi Pilot. Iro Utsushi dip pen. There. Now I have it noted for future reference. Okay. 20 minutes. See how far we can get. This is my favorite ink. This is the one where I'm not afraid to have it here on the desk because it's so nice and low and wide, and you can really see, you can see if you're dipping the nib in too far or not far enough. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this kind of different though. So I want to work from top to bottom. Ooh, it might actually be nice. I'm going to try something. Instead of outlining these things, I'm just going to draw the shadows. Just the shadows hatching. Phew. Ah! I love inking. I haven't done an ink drawing in a while. Since I stopped doing Inktober, weekly Inktober. I'm purposefully drawing this creature with really, what's the term? Broken lines. Hopefully that will emphasize this idea of it trying to become a complete, real, living being, and that it's not. do some little hatching here. Hopefully giving it a sense of transparency. Or perhaps that it's wavering in and out of view. Yeah. Good point, Exy. Oh, and thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, at this rate, if I didn't redraw it in the middle. So I'm already so close to done. Still 15 minutes left to go. That is so nice because that's what I hoped this would be. I didn't want this to become a project that overtakes all the other millions of things that I'm trying to do. All the other ongoing projects. Trying to draw smart so that I don't accidentally smudge something. Since I already intend to do some work in Photoshop at the end of each of these anyway, it won't be a problem if I smudge, but it's just so much easier if I just keep it clean in the first place. What I'll do is draw this more hatching, showing the shadows showing through. Well, this is actually wonderful. My pen is running out of ink, but it's making these lines that look like it's wavering. That was a lucky chance. Here we will continue this hatching on the outside. So it gets the idea across that these shadows are showing through because this creature is not 100% yet and has been waiting so long and not been able to become 100%. It's actually kind of sad. This is kind of a little bit of a sad story. Because basically it requires a sacrifice, but it can't force anyone to do anything, it seems. It just has to trust that someone would be willing to go so far that they perished. Or it doesn't actually say that you die. It just says that a truly enlightened seeker arrives and climbs to the top. So who knows? If you were brave enough to do it, maybe you would survive. I love that kind of thing. I love that. That's an open thing. Yes, it says it takes your life away as you climb, but it doesn't say that you'll definitely die. Of course, that's just the story as it's told in this encyclopedia. It might be more definite in other versions. Man, I'm really loving how this is turning out. I don't want to stop streaming. No, it's turning out so nice. Let's see, with these moons, do a little bit of line and a little bit of hatching. Combination. Thinking about whether I should do horizontal hatching for this underside of this brick, basically. I don't know if you call it a brick or what, but it's this big stone square rectangle. Or if I should continue this angle that I've mostly maintained throughout the image. It's got some slightly different lines here and there, but like right here. It sucks your life though. Yeah. Sorry I didn't respond sooner. I was so into this. Yeah, it's not good for you. It may not be malicious. It can't go after you, but it's definitely not good for you. I think I will do horizontal, but instead of trying to do these long ones because it's such a stretch, it's really hard for me to make them nice and straight. I'm going to do little ones. Oh, yay! I'm glad you're liking it. I was gonna just outline everything and then add the hatching in, but I realized there's so many lines anyway. Could just use this and not outline everything. It's so great since I decided this was a project that was supposed to look like a sketchbook. So it gives me a lot of freedom to do stuff like that. Maybe I'll do some inside the head too, to show that it's not only is the columns shading showing through, but some of the shading for the underside of this stone. And then the fact that this is a different angle, hopefully helps that. Well, I don't know if it makes it look see-through. It looks like it has a cool pattern on it. Whatever, I tried. It's fine. It's fine. This is the first of this project that I've done too, so a lot of it is sort of experimental, figuring out what I want to do. And so the more of these I make, I think I'll fall into a workflow. Kind of what I have going for my animal onomatopoeia series and my griffin birthday cards, my seasonal griffins. They sort of have a set of things that I do now. I've figured out what I want to do. So with this one, I'm figuring it out still. Hopefully still making a piece that looks nice and finished though. Only 5 minutes left. There'll still be more work to do digitally, so in my next illustrations stream I shall finish this up. But I may be able to get the ink done. I'm trying on purpose to draw outside this blue border. So it'll look really nice when it's printed as postcards. Well, that back part's done. Still a few minutes. Where else can I put some ink? Maybe some shading on the column. Maybe a little bit under the, what is it called? A Bao A Qu. So it's trying to become a fully realized being, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have some substance, so we'll put a little bit of shading under it to indicate that. 'Cause this is on the roof. It's not on the ground of the tower, it's on the roof of this first level. So it's got a little bit. What else about its appearance can I indicate with ink? Not sure if there's anything else I can do in 2 minutes, but the notes I had. Tentacles, check. Soft, smooth skin, I think so. Changes color and shape. Well, can't really show that so much. And it's not fully realized. Okay, there's not really anything else. So, oh, there's only a few seconds left. What I'm gonna do is put a little bit of extra ink around it so that it stands out a bit more. It is supposed to be kind of see-through and stuff. But for the sake of the illustration, for the creature to be more visible, I'm going to add just a little bit extra ink at key points. Ah, yeah, that's so good. So good. I love inking. I love drawing with ink. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I was able to get this far in a single day. Even with all that hemming and hawing at the beginning, trying to figure out what I wanted this to be. Another thing I haven't mentioned that I feel this project is great for, it's the same reason I thought Inktober was great, practicing for the illustrations I want to put into my novel once it's done, which I want them to be black and white like this, black and white inked illustrations. So I can be practicing for that while I'm working on editing the manuscript and finalizing it. Oh, I'm a little bit over, but I want to finish ink, so I'm going to go for a second more. I want to be able to come back to this because I'm taking next week off for my recharge week, so I want to be able to come back to this and just get started on digital work and not have to get out all my ink stuff for 5 minutes of inking work. So, please bear with me. Oh, the ink is dry on my nib. These last little touches are because I want the creature to be visible among all of these other lines. So let's put a little bit more here. Maybe a little here on the outside edge of the column. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. All right, let's go this way because... Okay. So this edge here, I want it to continue see-through in the A Bao... What is it? I have to keep looking. A Bao A Qu. Helping to show this line continuing behind it. Okay. I think that's good for today. Maybe I'll do a little bit more ink if I come back to it next week after all, and I'm like, no, I really want to do it. But I think this will be good. Let me hold it up for the last look. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me, especially right from the beginning. It was an extra long stream. I'm so honored that you want to spend this much time with me. It really is so great to have y'all to chat with and spend the hours, illustrating hours together. These lines look crazy on my OBS screen. They look like they're all shaking and wobbly. I don't know if it looks like... It doesn't seem like it looks like that on the stream as it comes through on Twitch, so that's good, because it looks like a weird optical illusion. Anyway, here's our A Bao A Qu. Start of a new project, series of illustrations. But that's it for today. We've got 5 minutes, went 5 minutes over. So let's find someone to raid and call it good. And tomorrow we'll be back for some fun Chibi Friday. Are we? I don't think we're... I think I can go back to working on my little ingredient subscriber badges. I don't think I have any other project to do. Okay. Twitch. I need Twitch to look for somebody to raid. Well, let's see. We have a couple options. Let's raid Just Freebird. She came and chatted with us yesterday, and she only has 1 viewer right now. The other option has 25 viewers. So let's go see the person with fewer viewers. Ugh, I'm trying to get my keyboard out. Okay, let me rearrange my space. I'll put that so that the little camera can still see the A Bao A Qu. Let's go vegan. Yeah! I love it. Exie, love it. Vegan artists unite. Yeah, she has what is it called? These topic? No, that's what it's called. Like, I'm streaming art right now. She has it as just chatting, but it looks like she's prepping for something. It says preppy, and then I can't see the rest of the sentence. So it looks like she's doing some fun art thing. Let me do my usual, open a new tab. Twitch, so that I can make sure the raid works. And just underscore free bird. Spelled that right? Yes. Okay. Raid has been created. Woohoo! Man, it looks like my little camera is not that. It's not. Whatever. It's the end of the stream. It's fine. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for Chibi Friday. I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go raid! Alright. Raid worked. So if you are still on my channel now, as I said, that's it for me today. I'll be back at the same time as usual, which is one hour earlier than usual compared to previous weeks. I hope to see you then. Thank you for watching.